Good morning everyone, and welcome to another new video on the channel. It is Saturday the 17th of January, and as usual please do remember to like, to comment and subscribe as we continue to develop this new channel. Well, today it is some more Northern Premier League Division 1 East action as we travel to Redcar to see the league leaders take on Garforth Town, a team that are currently in great form. So let's head over to the Redcar seafront and see what's going on. So here we are in Redcar, and coming into today's game, Redcar Athletic are top of the Northern Premier League Division 1 East, 8 points clear of second place Emley, and Garforth Town are in 9th place, 20 points behind, but they are in a pretty good run of form at the moment. Apart from losing their last game, they've actually won 5 out of the last 6, so it's going to be a tough one today. Redcar, of course, still getting back into their stride after a lot of on-off weeks where they've been hit more than most other sides with a run of postponements, but now they're finally into playing back-to-back midweek and Saturday, and that's going to carry on until the middle of February. So let's head into the Hollou Sports Stadium and see how it all pans out.
And welcome to our quick programme review for today's game. Matchday programme by the sea.
And as usual,
pages at the usual price of £2.
There's a confirmation on the signboard, 17th of January, Garforth Town, MPL
inside
Division 1
we've
East.
got contents page and then my column down the lane. Then we got the gaffer's comments.
See what's going on.
And a report on the
Sammy's is open for business. There's Sammy and there's Sophie.
Boxing Day. A report on the 4-0
and there's the snack bar.
With Linton Town.
There's Brian the kit man.
3-0 win against Richmond in the North Riding Senior Cup. Player profiles and sponsors. The full match stats on the centre pages as usual. League tables and forthcoming fixtures for the league. Mandatory adverts, club history, feature on Garforth Town and their player
there
profiles.
Is the fan zone.
And then around the club, the under-23s, the under-21s and the ladies. More ads and the teams as usual on the back page. That completes your programme review as usual.
And it's been a bit wet.
So welcome to our quick programme review for our usual matchday programme by the sea. 32 pages at the
bit of sand in the goal mouth.
£2, and as you can see,
be okay.
And welcome to our quick programme review for our usual matchday programme by the sea. 32 pages at the usual price of £2, and as you can see, Louis Johnson is celebrating on the front cover. Inside we've got the contents page and then my column down the lane. Then we got the gaffer's comments from Carl Jarrett. A report on the 3-3 draw with Dunstan on Boxing Day. A report on the 4-0 away win at Bridlington Town. And a report on the 3-0 win against Richmond in the North Riding Senior Cup. Player profiles and sponsors. The full match stats on the centre pages as usual. League tables and forthcoming fixtures for the league. mandatory adverts, club history, feature on Garforth Town and their player profiles, and then around the club the under-23s, the under-21s and the ladies. More ads and the teams as usual on the back page. That completes your programme review as usual, produced by Footy Print. So let's have a quick look around with about 20 minutes to go till kick-off. There's a few people around the burger van, and it's actually quite mild here at the Hollou today, and we've actually got people sat outside in the booths, so that gives you an indication that the cold snap's not quite so bad as it has been in recent weeks. Steelmen as usual closed these days because all of the action taking place in the fan zone. And there we are. Decent crowd in the fan zone. And there is the team lineup, and it is completely identical from the 1-0 win at Blythe Town in midweek. And the teams are coming out for today's game. And as usual, Redcar Athletic wearing their regular red and navy blue kits. And Garforth Town in a change kit today of all yellow. And we're underway here at the Hollou. Tweddle with an early ball forward for Garforth. And Louis Johnson on the right. Johnson in looking for boys, but it's cleared. And we play on. Picks up the ball, and speculative effort over the bar. It was direct there, straight from Masfari, a flick on from Boys, and Fuster fired over. Who plays the ball forward to Johnson. Inside to Boys. Now Johnson goes for goal and just takes a nick, and it's going to be the first corner of the game after Flatt has turned it round the post. So corner and back out for another one. So John Howard with another corner for the Steelmen. Into the area, and punch clear by Flatters only as far as Howard. Howard goes for goal, and it isn't far off. Johnson into Howard, who pings the ball out to Brian Taylor on the left. Taylor wins another corner, and it's going to be Fuster with the corner on this left hand side. Punched only as far as Boys, back into the middle, and this time gathered cleanly. Garforth on the attack. Ball fired in, but it's just too heavy for Luke Aldrich to get on the end of. Well won by Patrick to deny Fuster, who was away down the right, and now Garforth attack. Colville on the ball. Blazing Joe Allerton, and gathered by Masfari. And a penalty to Garforth after that challenge on Renor Ajupi. The referee deciding that that challenge was unlawful, and it's going to be an opportunity for the men from Leeds to equalise.
and it goes into the back of the net. It's Charlie Marshall who levels the scores. We're all square here at the Hollou. Fletcher and Johnson combining. Fletcher's cross and gathered by Flatters. And after a slightly wayward clearance from Allerton, Redcar have another corner to be taken by John Howard. Howard's cross. Cleared for a throw. Howard into... Oh, a great save from Boys. Now Fletcher. Howard, and tipped over the bar by Flatters. A great couple of moments for the keeper there. First saving at point blank range from Boys after he'd been fed by Fuster, and then tipping over John Howard's effort. But it goes out for another corner for the Steelmen. So now Fuster with the corner for the Steelmen. Headed wide by Fletcher. Brian Taylor with the throw. Fuster crosses. Picked up by Lay. JJ Bartlett finds Louis Johnson. Johnson through to Guru and wins a corner. Sir Howard with the latest corner for the Steelmen. Rio May. And it's into the back of the net from Brad Fuster with a superb half volley. And Redcar regain the lead here at the Hollou. It is 2-1 to the Steelmen. And we're going to have the first corner of the game to Garforth Town to be taken by Max Tweddle. And the referee not happy with something going on in the penalty area. And he seems to have cleared that up, so on we go. Tweddle plays the ball in and it's hooked off the line. And played in again, and still ping pong in the box, and there it is, an equaliser. An equaliser is Charlie Marshall with his second. And after Redcar failed to clear the danger, Marshall was on hand to put us all square here again at the Hollou. It's 2-2. John Howard plays the ball out wide to Louis Johnson. Johnson into Fletcher, and he finds the net, and the flag though is up on the far side. It's not going to count. Oscar Fletcher adjudged to be offside. And the referee blows the half-time whistle. It's a game that's been dominated really by the Steelmen, but despite that,
We go in level. A good one for the neutral, as they say. Half time here at the Hollou, it is Redcar Athletic 2, Garforth Town 2. So half time, Redcar Athletic 2, Garforth Town 2, and it's a game that Redcar have looked to have had wrapped up twice. Total possession and opportunities to extend their lead, but they were unable to do that, and as a result of that, they've let Garforth back into the game twice. So first with a penalty, which people that were closer than me have said that there was some doubt about it. We'll have to have a look at it on the playback after the game, but the second goal on the stroke of half time, no excuses with that one really, just some poor defending, allowing Marshall to get his second goal. So Redcar have only got themselves to blame that they've got to do it all again, so we'll see what happens in the second 45. And we're back underway here at the Hollou. And Garforth on the attack again, and forced their second corner of the game. Marshall involved. So a corner for Garforth in the far corner. Played into the middle, punch clear by Masfari. And Redcar win a free kick. Brian Taylor on the left, plays into Boys. And cut out by the defence, but one back with Johnson. And Johnson brought down, and the referee happy with the challenge. Ball played in by Fuster and gathered by Flatters. Fletcher on the ball. Plays it inside, looking for Boys, but cut out. Now Garforth breaking with Allerton. Plays the ball out to the right. Cut out by Lay. And Redcar have the ball back. Fletcher.
Stay in 7. Now go, now go.
Johnson.
Max, Max. Got the line now. Go on, Louis.
Johnson crosses. Fuster and headed goalwards, but gathered by Flatters. Oscar Fletcher into Boys, and he can't get hold of the ball, and another chance goes begging for the Steelmen. Now Redcar with a throw. JJ Bartliff this time.
Max wide.
Howard trying to carve out an opening. And neither one thing nor the other in the end. Clearance this time from Flatters, lets in Brad Fuster. And wins a corner for the Steelmen. So first corner of the second half for Redcar to be taken by Brad Fuster. And gathered by Flatters. Fuster now on the left. And asking for a foul, but the referee not interested. But Redcar win the ball back anyway. Bartliff out to Nathan Guru. Guru with the cross. Headed down, and no one could quite get on the end of it. Didn't fall kindly for Redcar, but it's recycled with Rio May out to Guru, and now Louis Johnson. Johnson, goalwards, and that's going to be easy for the keeper. With Redcar going gung-ho for the third goal, it's leaving them a little bit exposed on the counter, and Garforth have forced another corner, which is going to be taken by Max Tweddle on the far side. Plays it into the middle, and not fully clear, but it is now. And Louis Johnson picks up the clearance, and he's away down the right, and yes, he was pulled back there, and I think that's going to be a card. Indeed it is, for Harry Colville. He can't have too many complaints about that one. Oscar Fletcher trying to carve out an opening. Guru, and the delivery is not as good as it could have been. Johnson
Crosses into Fuster. Fuster strikes and it's held low down by Flatters. Johnson round the corner to Burles and he wins a corner off of the clearance of ball. So John Howard with the latest corner for the Steelmen. Howard into the middle. And it was Rio May that put it goalwards now. Howard. Garforth deal with it. And cleared. And a Dupey. Marshall on the attack for Garforth as he goes for his hat-trick, and he's got it. It's a superb hat-trick from Charlie Marshall as he puts Garforth into the lead. Garforth have continued to look dangerous on the counter-attack, and so it proved. There's a fine hat-trick for Marshall. It's 3-2 to the visitors here at the Hollou. Redcar on the attack down the right with Dane Burles, plays the ball in, and the corner conceded from Owen Marshall. So John Howard with the latest corner for Steelmen. Into the middle. And just over the bar from Brad Fuster with a snapshot. Wasn't far off the target.
Max up and out! Max up and out!
Curtis round. Ball fired in. Flicked over, looking for Fuster, and it's out for another corner. It's going to be Anderson with the latest corner for the Steelmen. And headed clear only as far as Fuster, who skies his effort. It's all a bit frantic. Howard. And a goal kick. Burles plays in Louis Johnson. Johnson into, yes, and it's a goal. It's an equaliser from Owen Burns. All played in from Johnson. And Burns brings us all level once again here at the Hollou. It's 3-3. Over the top, picked up by Howard, into Fuster, and it's tipped over the bar by Flatters with an amazing save to deny Fuster his second. Instead it's going to be another corner for the Steelmen. So Anderson with the corner. Picked up by Fuster to Howard. Anderson.
He's offside.
Johnson. And another corner. Now taking the corners from both sides. Anderson. Met. Oh, and cleared. Burns.
Extra class, son.
So Louis Johnson with this throw in injury time. And the ball's loose, and it's in the back of the net. It's Fuster who's got the final touch, and it looks as if the Steelmen have won it at the death here at the Hollou. It was Johnson with a throw, and as the players pile in to celebrate, Fuster with a final touch. It is 4-3 to the Steelmen here at the Hollou.
Tweddle on the ball for Garforth. The substitute ball. And it's gathered by Masfari. And Garforth on the attack again on the right. Ball played into the middle. And brought away and cleared. Only as far as Emery. Played out to the right. Deep into injury time now as this ball comes in. And held by Masfari. And adjudged to have been fouled. So it's going to be Flatters with a free kick forward. And cleared. Picked up by Tweddle. And cleared, but not fully. And now there is the final whistle. It is all over here at the Hollou, and Redcar have turned it around, and in a 7-goal thriller it ends here. Redcar Athletic 4, Garforth Town 3.
Rio! Come on, team! Come on! Get in there! Fucking come on! Get in there! Go on, fighting! Louis, gives away! Louis, gives away! Louis, gives away! Louis! Volleyball! Brian Taylor! One! Brian Taylor! Yes, good!
Been joined after that game by Dave McTiernan. Dave, I think it's fair to say not one for the faint-hearted, that match.
Yeah, it was a good spectacle for the fans, not for us on the sideline, but yeah, 3 points is the most important thing as always.
Obviously, quite a lot to dissect there. Firstly, we were pegged back twice in the first half, including a penalty. That's the 4th penalty now in 3 home games we've conceded. What was your view on the pen and the other goal that we conceded just before the break?
Yeah, we couldn't really see much of the pen. It was more to do with the lead up to the penalty. We were sloppy in possession, lack of communication resulted in, a penalty. The other goals as well, it was just sloppy play from us at times, but we reacted. So, sometimes, you can go in and have a pop with the lads, but they reacted the right way, and 3 points is the most important thing.
And what did the management team say to the players at half time today?
We told them to keep going. We weren't happy with conceding goals. We addressed that. We looked at how we could exploit areas to try and win the game. And as the game went on, we had to utilise the squad, and a fantastic squad we've got. We made changes. We changed the shape. We did our bit from the sideline, but the lads delivered it really well and got the 3 points. And
at the end of the day, I'm guessing it's games like this, fine margins like these last-minute winners here. Obviously, the equaliser against Dunstan and the late winner against Ashington. These are the sort of games that win you titles.
They do. Togetherness, we never stop. And like I said, from the sideline, we were driving the lads on. And like I said, it was absolutely brilliant there in the change rooms. They deserve that. They work really hard. They train well. The attitude is spot on. And like I said, to get 3 points here against a good side, we're delighted.
Yeah, and a word on the opponents. They certainly put it up to us today. They've been in great form recently, and they showed that today.
I was really impressed with them. You know, young, fit, hungry. They give us a game, but like I said, you know, we started the game really well. And you know, given the penalty away, you know, just swung back their way. But again, like I said, you know, to react and keep fighting right to the end shows what we've got in there and the type of lads they are. You know, they're a credit to the club.
So the next game then against Silsden, obviously they haven't been in great form, and we did score 10 against them last time out, but I'm guessing the players will be keeping their feet on the ground ahead of that one.
Yeah, like I said, you know, we don't look at the league table at the minute. You know, Blythetown were a good outfit. People are making signings. People are looking at us, and all we can keep doing is just keep going. You know, we'll assess the squad, we'll look at things, and again, we'll go into the game confident as always.
Cheers, Dave. Thanks. So it finishes Redcar Athletic 4, Garforth Town 3, and what a topsy-turvy game that was. Redcar seemingly in control in the first half twice, and having chances to extend their lead, which point you would have thought it would have been game over, but instead letting Garforth back into the match. And then in the second half, obviously piling people forward at the start of the second period, and that gave Garforth then the opportunity to look very dangerous on the counter-attack, and they exploited that with Marshall completing his hat-trick to put the visitors ahead, and then Redcar showing great character with the help of their bench to turn things around and level the scores, and then finally go on and get the winner to end what was looking like a run of 3 home draws in the league before Bradford got that last-minute winner a minute into injury time. A great game for the neutrals, obviously, and those watching the channel that don't have any connections to either club. It was a bit more heart-stopping for those of us watching it with skin in the game. But nonetheless, as I think I said to Dave McTiernan after the game, these are the sort of matches that you look back on at the end of a season, where you get, you know, last-minute winners in adversity that ultimately make the difference between winning or losing silverware. So it all augurs well. Redcar continue their winning start to 2026, and they've now got a 10-point cushion at the top of the Northern Premier League East, with Emley dropping 2 points today. So a good day at the office, an exciting game that ought to bring in more crowds, one would hope. And now it's going to be back-to-back midweek games until the middle of February. So a crucial, probably season-defining spell coming up between now and mid-February over these next 4 weeks. And it all continues with the next game on this channel, which is going to be a trip down to Bradford for Silsden versus Redcar Athletic on Tuesday night. So join us back for that one, and until then, thanks for watching Just a Sec TV today.